Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 4 versus 4 on Oasis of Shar. Playing as the Necrons, we've got Ave Maria, we've got the Kiss 1998, God imagine being that young, we've got Nightstar, and we have Alex UK. On the opposing team playing as the Orks, we've got the actual Julius Caesar, we've got Jazz Amur, we've got the Blast Furnace, and we have got Art of Dying. So this is indeed the 4K subscriber special. So thank you ever so much for all the support. We've done it yet again. We've got one more 1,000 down, another 96,000 to go before I do get that special YouTube plaque. Now today we'll be doing one game of a 4 versus 4 with Orks versus Necrons. We'll also be doing a 1 versus 1 Orks versus Necrons in Unification. Why am I doing it this way? Because I'm running out of ideas of how to make these special, so I'll have to bear with me there. But yeah, no, it's been, honestly, if I can get a little bit personal for just a brief moment, I haven't had the best start to this year. Long story short, there's been a death in the family, and I've got some impending surgery. This coming Wednesday, actually, and I've been terrified of it since the beginning of this year, so because of all the lovely comments and all the support that we've been getting on the YouTubes and the Patreon, it's certainly helped me get through these troubling and difficult times, so thank you all for being cool and stuff. Okay, so on with the game. We do have Necrons just popping up all the ghost turrets forever and ever, amen. The Necrons will struggle in the early stages of the game due to, well, the Orks just being able to mass all the infantry, and as we can see, they're all converging onto this middle point here, so these ghost turrets will hopefully be enough to shore up the defences of the Necron warriors as the Kez moves over some Necron warriors over on this side. But the Necrons have managed to capture more or less all the middle bits as quick as you like, so that's quite cool. Yeah, I imagine that the mid-game is where the Necrons are going to shine. So I mean, once the Orks gain all their mass numbers and their war trucks to outmaneuver the slow walking speed of the Necrons, because Necrons don't really have anything in the way of they don't have anything in the way of transporting. Yeah, they've got their teleport, but that's got quite a long cooldown, so yeah, that's my predictions. Whether those predictions come to fruition, who knows. We do have one ghost turret being taken down, but it will be rebuilt. This ghost turret is being repaired at the moment by some builder scarabs, as these Orks and the Grots as well get involved. We do have a third big mech and some more slugger boys coming to join the skirmish in the middle, and it does look like that the Orks are going to take control of this central point, which, to be fair, I mean, this central point, you've got 4 strategic points and a relic, and on these outside bits you only really have 2. In fact, yeah, if you control both of them, it's the same, except they get 1 extra relic as well, so controlling all of the middle, it's not as good as controlling the outside bits, but it is something. And isn't that all we can hope for in these trying times? Lots of Necron warriors there, but Ghost Turret will go down. And the Orks are massing in their numbers. More Necron warriors of the red and black variety coming in. Julius Caesar, masterful tactician, teleporting around the flanks. Crossing the Rubicon with his big mech, shall we say. I'll be honest, that's the only Julius Caesar reference I know. I like Roman history, but I just can't remember anything. I mean, what was it the other day? I couldn't remember the name of the Wizard of Oz film. So, there we go. Necron Lord coming in. But Big Mech trying to get these Necron warriors brown-breaded. But yeah, this is just a slow steamroll. A gradual crushing from the Orks here. We'll probably continue pushing down and following these guys to the natural conclusion. Do have some Necrons up, going on a bit of a journey, but I mean, these Orks are currently undefended at the moment, but the Orks so close to friendly bases, gotta be very careful. Now, Necrons will have the advantage of just having basically unlimited John Cena beams, so the Orks might have to focus on a more melee-focused composition than they would normally. Necron Lord picking up a dude and slamming him into the floor. Good stuff. The Orks using their Big Mech's teleportation to full effect inside the base, wherever you teleported to. Round to the plasma generators. And yeah, this is going to require a fully fledged Necron teamwork scenario if they're going to be able to push these guys out. The Necrons aren't known for their love of working together. Disparate houses across the eons and stars. Not the best of friends half the time, it has to be said. Necron Lord, though, trying to keep these guys away from the Builder Scouts. Builder Scouts not able to pick up this Ghost turret. Obelisk throwing down a big green. And another Necron Lord being summoned from the pits of hell. Being met quite low in health at the moment, will teleport away. Does seem that they are whittling away the Orcs' numbers, but one plasma generator is going to go down by the looks of things. Very unfortunate. Orcs going for their usual upgrades as the skirmish continues. Stormboy's in the mix now. And to be honest, that might be the way forward. Just masses of Stormboys. Maneuver around the place. Attack one Necron stronghold, and then when they come in for defense, just jump over to the other side. Slam those choppers somewhere else. Skirmish continues, but the Necron numbers are now increasing. Disruption field's been activated on a good number of these guys, with the exception of the Kez's lads. But I imagine they will be going for it soon. Or soonish. Necron Lord going for all his zappy stuff. Great to counter melee-orientated units. But narrowly surviving there with just sheer mass of Necron warriors. While things are calm, let's have a look at the economies. 70, 50, 50 and 80. Compared to 74, 20, 92 and 20, 128 and 30, and 68 and 20. So, yeah, it's no one's doing amazing for the economy. No one's doing terrible. Everyone's just keeping afloat, which is pretty cool. Do have a Necron Lord playing havoc around the back lines. Do have one solo squad of Slugger Boys continuing to wreak havoc. They don't want to go home. They're in it for the fighting. They'll be here for a good time, not a long time. Taking out one plasma generator and then going to peace out A-Town. Necrons now fulfilling a counter-attack. Oh, God Lord, there's a lot of juicy stuff for the Necrons to pick up here. We've got upgraded listening posts. Lots of war banners. Pylo guns. Double Necron Lords in here as well. But I imagine that the Orcs are probably... Oh, they're over here doing stuff. Causing chaos and mischief. Stormboy Knobs have got their power claws, which is absolutely essential if you want them to go around and destroy things. But I suppose this is one way that the Necrons can counter any Orc flanking. I mean, yeah, okay, the Orcs are over here, and actually, to be honest, maybe this is not... Ignoring this is probably not what the Necrons want to do. We'll teleport a whole bunch of people back over here, though, so that is something. But yeah, you can kind of counter the Orcs flanking by pressing the issue and forcing the Orcs to react to them. But wonderful use of Stormboys here, just in absolutely every base at the moment. Splitting the attention of these Necrons, but there's so many of them that they've still got enough lads to contend with all the stuff in the middle, and the Orcs have lost a significant amount of econ and resources in the grand scheme of things. Stormboys jumping in, but will be surprised by some flayed ones crawling through the dirt. Stormboys over here that have been left to their own devices. Ghost turret going to be placed up here, but not sure if one Ghost turret alone will do it. Got a Wraith. Isn't a bad shout. Quick and nimble. But not sure if it'll be able to take on a full Stormboy squad with a Power Clawed Knob in there. Necron slow to react to this constant harassment. Do have some knobs over here. So moving away from the low DPS. Well, not. I mean, Stormboys don't have low DPS, but just knobs have even better ones. Do quite like the orange trousers of these Necrons. Very stylish. The grim darkness of the far future, there is only flares. Flares and cowboy denim shorts, I imagine. Although I don't want to picture a Necron, or anything from the 40k universe, in denim shorts, in all honesty. Anyway, Kez is having his plasma generators smashed around. Flayed ones are going to come in. Necrons also adding to the firing line. But good lord, this is just absolute chaos. Absolute madness. Orks have now reconquered the middle by the looks of things, as the Necrons try and form some sort of counter-attack. Lots of Necrons over here being held back by the big mech. He's not going to win it, but at least buys the Orks a little bit of time. Got some Storm Boys in here. I mean, what would the answer to this be? Just, oh, mass Gauss turrets. Yeah, sure, why not? Mass Gauss turrets, that's the way forward. Storm Boys being pushed away from this middle section here. And just lots of Necrons. But yeah, this Art of Dying is in a bit of a sticky wicket at the moment. Everyone's armies are far from home. All he has is one squad of knobs. The Necron Lord is quite low on health at the moment. Throwing down a big John Cena beam, keeping these guys honest. Strategic point being slain. Grot's also been seen by the big green shiny. But chaos and mischief on the battlefield as Necrons supporting their kindred. Nob's trying to get a good flap around, but I mean, if you've got one melee squad that can only really damage one thing at a time, whereas if you've got an entire firing line of dudes and dudettes, they're all able to fire, and they don't need to run about to get into close combat. They can just continuously stand still and let loose their Gauss flayers. Stormboy's now going to jump round the side. And just look at absolute madness. Surrounded by everyone and anyone. Got some zappy bits, got some Cena beams, got some mortals in there for whatever reason, but we'll take them. Big mech in the thick of it, bringing down a meaty elbow onto one of the Necrons here. Double Necron Lords as well, trying to keep those knobs at bay. These Slugger Boys trying to capture the relics, going to regain what was lost, what was taken from them. While the engagement is going on, the Storm Boys are continuing their never-ending push. These Necrons have fallen back. We do have a Destroyer as well, which will certainly bash around these Storm Boys. Little squad of Slugger Boys well managed to sneak past the front lines. We do have a significant amount of Necrons now teleporting back in. But yeah, Night Star's base not having the same amount of Gauss turrets as Alex UK. We'll start rebuilding them there. Just quite cool. We do have that. What are you? Oh, friendly plasma generator being popped in a friend's base. That's cool. Although I suppose, in saying that, if they build all their plasma generators in one area, then they only really need to defend one area, so maybe that's the way forward. Anyway, the Destroyer being zapped by the big mech. These Storm Boys speedily manoeuvring around the battlefield. But no matter where they go, they will be shot by Gauss turrets. Necrons are going to corner them as well. Knobs have got nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. And yeah, just probably attacking Alex's base, probably the least advantageous, as it is the most well defended. And these knobs now, unless the big mech joins them and teleports them out, they won't be able to escape. Does look like a full squad wipe will be happening out over there. On this side, we have the Necrons now moving on for the offensive. All the Orcs been more or less bashed away. We have one squad of Storm Boys over here, but their numbers are quite low. And how expensive are Storm Boys? They are... Oh, hold on. How much are you? Oh, only 40 blue money, so that's not a huge cost to them. Oh, got some flash kits. Not sure about this, Mr. Blast Furnace. Not sure if that's the play to make. With all the solar pulses coming down. But then again, you never know. Double storm, well, double knob squads now moving in around the flanks. Solar pulse has been used, so these flash kits will have free reign to fire. Now, I do believe that there's only one Necron Lord here at the moment. Yes, there's only one, so Necrons are going to teleport away. And the Orks have managed to defend their home. Necron Lord not looking all that fit and healthy at the moment. Has been left and forgotten. Probably had no more jumping juice left in him. Now I've got triple destroyers manoeuvring over onto this side. Opening fire on this listing post. The Orks are once again going to assault the central point. It's been swapping hands a lot in this battle.
Yeah.
But then again, in saying that, even if the Necrons do capture all these things and put all the obelisks on, it's not going to give them much in the way of an economic boost, is it? It's just going to increase their build speed. Or decrease their build speed, sorry. So actually, it's not so important that the Orks continuously take him on. Got a war boss. Don't see him very often. It's always a treat when you do. Ork releasing the War. Cena beams coming down. Necrons teleporting away there. That's a bit of a waste of a solar pulse. If you're only going to teleport away the moment it comes down. Destroyers now being accosted by double flash gates. And they do have their Mad Docs in there as well. So that is something. But it's just a game of, oh, what's it called where you're pulling on the rope? A tug of war, that's what it's called. In the central point here. Mega Armor Knob's been chased away by the destroyers. Got some Wraiths as well. What's your mission in life, Wraith? What are you doing here? Oh, I do like the orange tail that he's got going on there. Like he's dipped it in a vat of What's-Its or Doritos. Orks now once again moving over to Alex's side. Big teleport coming in from the knobs, not quite able to get a surround on that destroyer. Well, the Big Mech does have his fusion custom gunnery doofer. Will allow him to do a lot more damage at range. Triple destroyer still causing havoc and mayhem. Mad Doc taking some of his own supply. Morsel for a short while, but for how long? Who is to say? Well, actually, no, he's just died then. Oh, been back kicked by that destroyer in melee combat. Solar Pulse being thrown over here, which allows these flash kits to get their shooters online. We've got another Necron Lord coming in. That's well want to get his Solar Pulse, but throwing it down here. Interesting choice. Mega Armor. Oh, we've got a boomy bit somewhere. Where are you? Okay, that's right in the middle. That's what we like to see. It's got some Mega Armor Knobs over here, but they will be cut down very quickly. More flash gates over on this side. And just the sheer size of this battle, the amount of models that the Orks are bringing to bear. Also going to go for some tank buster squads as well to take care of those destroyers. Oh, pardon me. Necron Lord in the middle. What's going on in the middle here? Are you... Ah, pariahs that were there. That was cool. You can't see any of them, but they were there. Destroying now surrounding us. No way you're getting out, sunshine. This is the end of your days. Back to the reconstruction fields for you, I'm afraid. The Necrons, their numbers are slowly but surely being dwindled away. The sheer amount of flash kits now. The Necron Lords not able to really hone their fire in. We do have... What are you? Oh, just a Necron Lord chilling. Minding his own business. Half in, half out of reality. Orks don't mind it though, just more target practice. Any excuse to pull the trigger, so they say. These Necron warriors over here kind of been abandoned, really. This is a lot of Necron warriors to lose all of a sudden. Ah, there we go. Teleporting all the way back home. Now they're going to start shoring up their defences, as they'll be expecting a huge Ork incursion any moment now. Triple destroyers on the way here. While things are relatively quiet, let's have a look at the economies. 117, 88, 116 and 106 compared to 78 and 28, 77 and 64, 77 and 27 and 92 and 50. So the Necrons do actually have quite a sizable economic advantage at the moment. Considering that the Orks only have their naturals at the moment. Necron Lord! Pardon me! I've been casting all day. And I am Nicky Nacky Nude, as the French say. Those Necron warriors do have a stunningly white Tomb Spider coming into play. Pick up the dead and dying. Yeah, this is a lot of elite Orks. These aren't your small runty Orks. These is the big uns. The biggest and the baddest. Clad in scrap armour and whatnot. Warboss in the middle, throwing down a war. Necron Lord. There we look, that's what you want to do. Right there. Which one were you? Ave Maria. There we go. By the power of Catholicism. He's done it. And Necrons are... It's getting more and more precarious for them. Unless they get like a... I mean, here comes one restored monolith. Have they got any more on the go? I suppose no, because they've only really got... Oh no, they've got two... They've lost one relic, so they can only have one monolith at the moment. But they're able just to capture one more. I think 2 monoliths would be really great, especially for its disruption effect when it fires its big cannon. Of course, the Pariah's chasing away these flash gates. They'll try to do a bit of a flank. Tomb Spider being taken out by the flash gates. Necron monolith slowly trundling along. Not so much trundling, but floating, I suppose. More wire being popped on those guys, teleporting over there, but being instantly blundered up. The restored monolith. But it is... I mean, this restored monolith, like we've said many a time in these casts, alone it's basically going to die really quickly. Going to fall back into the protective surroundings of these ghost turrets. And even with a I need to go to bed. Even with the depleted resources that the Orks have suffered for, just have got infinite numbers. That nothing's taken them down anytime soon. All these Necrons are pushing out over here. But realistically, they need to keep their allies alive. Necron Monolith already using its teleporting juice, so this is where it stands, or this is where it falls. What Optimus Prime there. One shall stand and one shall fall. Such a good film. Such an amazing soundtrack. God, blasty bits somewhere. Where are you? Yeah, look at that. Hitting more Orks than Necrons, but that's just the wicked way of Ork warfare. Ork Warboss getting right into the back lines here. We do some orange Necrons now coming in to try and assist. But it's not looking like anything can happen. What about you guys? How are you faring? Necron, yeah, they're doing alright. They might even win this engagement. An Ork player for a Necron player. That's a little turn into a 3 versus 3. Got the Essence of the Deceiver throwing down a fake monolith, no doubt. And Tank Buster's really not providing much value in this engagement just against Necron warriors. Nob Squad over here, losing the will to live. All the Necrons now coming in to try and save this Necron monolith. Narrowly avoiding losing this this structure as destroyers and warriors alike use combined arms to do what they can. Got some fighting juice being popped onto those flash gates. They can stand the test of time. Solar Pulse coming on down there. And a destroyer is down. Necron warriors fumbling. But these guys focusing on what's going on here. Got one loaded flash gate. May as well kill him. Go on, get him. Don't forget about him. Oh no, that's a shame. So they'll be able to reinforce and get straight back into the thick of it. That is a sad time. Over here, Necrons are just murdering everything. I've gone for a killer can there. They're going to try and focus down this settlement as quickly as they can. If they can do it, it's very impressive. Necrons holding on, keeping this monolith in the green health. But the Blast Furnace throws out the GG. Since losing, I think it's a little bit premature, but losing most of one Orc player thing and having relatively low economies, not much in the way of a fighting force left after that failed engagement, I was probably going to see quite a serious Necron response there. That was a shame. I would have liked to see at least have a last stand or something. But cool, nice one. Let's move on to the next game. Alright, and we're back for a 1v1 in Dawn of War Unification on the map Chaos Gate. We've got Orr as the Orks, and we have got Beavis as the Necrons. Beavis will be going for a couple of plasma generators to open it with, whereas Orr is going to go for triple Slugger Boys, which is not your standard normal amount of Slugger Boys, but there are 1, 2, 3... where else are you? There's 4, there's a relic as well, a contested strategic point as well, so lots of points to get a grips of, so you want those early stage capping units to go for. It's also a really pretty map, but quite a noisy one as well. If I go towards this Chaos Gate, like, what are you doing? Why are you so noisy? Well, I do like the, I don't know if you can hear me at the moment, but just this dude holding the Egg of Mantumbi obscure Mighty Boosh reference. You won't get it unless you're English and my age, I guess. But yeah, so we'll see if the Necrons can hold on for a 2-0 win, or whether the Orcs can claw it back. I was considering making this a best of 3, but I'm tired. I've got no energy. Can't do another game. I've done about 5 recordings today, and that is all I am doing, young man or young lady or young person. But yeah, it is quite a big map, so like I said, the Orcs are going to have to spread out and capture what they can. I do quite like as well Orr's little banner, little space marine. It's quite cool. Lots of wide open spaces, but still not great for vehicle pathing, so war trucks and war tracks are going to find it a bit difficult to nimble through all these roads and stuff. I mean, with all these potholes, it kind of reminds me of my hometown and the local council not fixing potholes. But I think that's quite a common thing, isn't it? I don't think anyone's local council or government are particularly good at fixing the roads, which is a thing. Oh, while we're waiting for things to kick off, one person in the How to Play Dawn of War video made a good suggestion. He mentioned about doing some sort of content that might potentially not be Dawn of War related, and I was wondering, right, so that Dawn of War How to Play in 2023 video didn't actually take me as long as I thought it was going to take. So I'm wondering if some video essay-esque videos would be something that you guys would be interested in. So I'm thinking, like, not necessarily Dawn of War, not necessarily even Warhammer related, but say, for example, I do quite like horror games, so I'm wondering if I could do maybe like a video essay on a particular kind of horror that's well represented in either certain games, or maybe like an interesting video game topic. I think that'd be kind of fun. Just wondering what, you know, testing the old opinions, seeing if anyone would be interested in that, because I mean, there's no point in doing something like that if no one cares about it. Yeah, not much in the way of aggression going on at the moment. You would have normally seen the Necrons coming out of a ghost turret around these places, especially around this contested one, but he's kind of left the Orcs to capture the whole place, so to speak. Orcs have now caught sight of the Builder Scarabs, as they're looking like to come out to try and capture a critical location. It's already been tickled and slapped around by these slugger boys. They will see it there and then decide to... Oh, you're going to pop a ghost turret there. Interesting placement. I mean, I suppose it does block off these 3 choke points. Do have a big mech manoeuvring round over on this side. Looking like you will be hungry to take down these obelisks. Now we're going to go for some big shooters on those shooter boys. We'll be opening fire. Got some Necrons. Looking like they were just teleported in. Got to send these slugger boys a backpack in. Yeah, Roller Scabs over here being stricken down. Necron Warriors being reinforced to full numbers by the looks of things. Got some more Necron Warriors in the middle here. And the Orks just kind of just running straight in. But we'll see those Necron Warriors and think, oh dear, that's a lot of metal, lads. Won't want to say hello to those guys. Just continue focus firing on these Builder Scarabs. Exactly what I want to do. I mean, the DPS from the big shooters are ideal for just sniping out those Builder Scarabs. Reducing the amount of plasma generators that the Necron player can build up. They have a Necron Lord on the field. And the Necrons have captured their relic, that's good. Well done. Necron Lord now leading the charge. Scaring away these shooter boys. Will teleport away the... Oh no, they won't teleport away, they'll just teleport back over here to continue the assault. It's quite good. Look at the economies, 110 and 10 compared to 45% and 60. They're not terrible, but I'm a player. I mean, you will expect a lot of... Oh, look at that, we've got a phase shifter and a solar pulse. Which is as standard as you like from Necron Lord. But yeah, this map is great for huge armies, as 4 is the magic number, as we mentioned the other day. I feel like I do so many casts at this point. I'm repeating myself quite a lot. Well, that's fine. Necron Lord in the middle, in the mix, giving these guys the pimp hand, the old backhand, throwing this guy over his shoulder. Lots of Necron Warriors now upgraded with their disruption field. I'm going to teleport to... Where are you teleporting to? You are over here. Chasing away this big mech and the shooter boys. But Dash might get a full squad wipe. Oh no, Big Mech able to tank some of the damage with his mighty rotund frame. Got some more shooter boys coming out. What tech are you on at the moment? About to hit tier 2. No tier 2 for the Necrons there. Necron Lord doing what he can. We're going to fall back to the defensive lines of these Necrons. God, this terrain is in the way. Beautiful terrain there. And the phase shift comes on, allowing these guys to get a little bit closer. This close combat is where they want to be. Solar Pulse going down. I don't want to put your Solar Pulses, if you're moving towards them and they don't want to be in close combat, you kind of want to put your Solar Pulse behind them, just so you get more value out of your Solar Pulse. Now the big shooters are out. Lots of damage coming out from these guys, but the Necron Warriors continue their never-ending push. But getting a full squad wipe. So only 2 shooter boys left. The pathing is going to be the ruination of these Necrons, forcing them to come in one at a time. That is very unfortunate. But it is a feature. It's not a bug. I'm fairly certain. Big Mech now returning the favour by chasing these guys away. Necron Lord, where have you gone? You've gone back to the base. What are you doing? Are you just tired of war? I suppose after being alive for eons and ages, eventually the whole killing everything in front of you does get a little bit tiresome. Probably want to retire and do something more meaningful with your life, like crochet or playing boules with other old people in retirement home. Slugger Boys just can't be left over here. And it goes relatively quiet. Do have a big flirt coming from Beavis. I I like that. Who needs tier 2? Just buy all the Necrons and then go for an Awakened Monolith. But to be fair, he does need to get the Necrons back out because he's currently got no one at the moment. If the Orks pushed in, they would certainly be causing the Necron player quite the headache. You have a Nob squad coming out to play. More generators also being thrown down as well. In fact, yeah. He needs a couple more generators if he wants to get anything substantial. Ghost turrets, yes, that is what you want to go for. Forbidden Archive being cancelled just to get a little bit more money in there. And the Orks are opening fire. I do love the sound of a big shooter in Dawn of War Unification. Can we close in just to hear a little bit more? Oh yeah, baby. That's the good stuff right there. John Cena beam coming down. But these guys aren't shooting anyway. Teleporting away from that face is going to go down as well. So buying himself some time. More Necrons coming out. 3 more to go before he hits that tier 2. And the Orc player, have your knobs popped. Ooh, that's not a pleasant sentence, is it? A bit Freudian, that. These guys not going to go for the big choppers or the power claws. I've been slowed down though, which I do quite like. Allow the Necrons to keep up the pace with them. But then the knobs are going to turn around and slap these guys with their huge, meaty cleavers and choppers. Necron Lord going to go down. Bad time in the pipelines. Necron Warriors teleporting back. And that is a huge problem for Beavis now. Without his Necron Lord, he's going to cancel the rest of his warriors and just go straight for that tier 2. Needs to get that going at some point. Wants to go for that Disruption Field tier 2. To make his lads even more lethal at long range. Going to go for tougher bosses research. Going to go for Tank Buster infiltration as well as double tank busters. I imagine that now that the knobs are out, maybe some Ghost Reapers might be the way forward. Just to knock these guys on the backside. Made them think twice before charging in. Tier 2 halfway done for the Necrons. And oh, you're being too polite, young man. You're allowing this Necron player to regain that foothold. I mean, you probably won't outright kill them with all the Necron warriors. But where are you going? This is an interesting match. Beavis taking his Necron warriors for a bit of a stroll. I mean, what is this like a flanking maneuver? He's going to walk all the way around past the Chaos Gate and then hit them where they least expect it. Oh, now they just went for a stroll. That's nice. Necron are going to come out again and some flayed ones. That'd be a great idea. Of course, yeah. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Just engage from the front, flayed ones at the back. A Necron tier sandwich. I'm going to fast forward this just a smidge. Would have something been attacked? What's been attacked? Ah, Tank Busters over on this side. And currently at the moment, I don't think that the Necrons have anything. They've got 3 Builder Scarabs. So their infiltration detection isn't exactly the strongest at the moment. Knobs and Shooter Boy is trying to take care of that Necron Lord as he comes back to life. Although losing most of his health in the process. Notice some awakened Necrodermis. Further improving the quality of these Necron warriors. Obelisk going to return to full strength. Orks just kind of chilling out over here. And where have you gone, Necron Lord? You have teleported back here again. Do some more knitting, some more crocheting. Do have a Canoptic Wraith. Or 2 Canoptic Wraiths as well. And some Immortals on the move. Yeah, very passive plays from the Orc player at the moment. Amassing those numbers. It's gone for... What's he gone for? Oh no, just some regular choppers. I thought I went for some big choppers then. But yeah, okay. We've got some Stormboy speed boosts for the stick bombers. Where's your Stormboys? Oh, where have they gone? Are they flanking somewhere? Am I just daft? I think I'm just daft. Wait, speed up over here. Canoptic Rift's gonna come out.
Where's the fighting?
Anything else gonna go on? Go on, hit him. Hit him good. Stick bombers there. They've got basically like infinite grenades from what I understand. Also very noisy when you speed things up. Who's under attack? There's action. There's stuff going on. There we go, we've got a war truck. Aiming at this ghost turret. Canoptic Rift's gonna possibly, maybe come over and defend. There we go, look at that. Going to give them the old whip and nay-nay. And actually they do a significant amount of damage. Oh no, so that was the ghost turret doing the damage. Never mind me. For a second I thought they did like a quarter of damage in the space of like 5 seconds. Necrons are now finally going to take down this listening post. And there we go. Flash kits out. Giving up some more flash kits and some looters and commanders. We're seeing it all, baby. We're seeing everything. A Death Dread in tow as well. And the Necrons are going to fall back once again. Gonna potentially go for some more flayed ones. Was that flayed ones there? Anyway, Necrons look like they were going to go for a push. Let's have a look at you while we're here. Death Dread. With a big old smile on his face.
Boss. Gonna be some good looting.
Yeah, normally if there was this much standing still in a game, I would normally not cast it and just do a different one. But I'm here now. I'm not doing another one today. It's my last one. Got a Ghost Arc. Packed to the brim with lads. Guns. Ready to fire about. There's some commanders. Where are you, commanders? Very sneaky lads. Some looters as well. That's it. We're just seeing all the Ork units today, aren't we? Maybe that's what this is. A display of Orky prowess. Well, here we go. Let's speed up once more. As the Orks amass their numbers. The Death Dreads. With scissor-like claws. Another weird boy as well. And a war boss. Extra vehicle armor as well. Where we got stuff. There's things happening. There's battle afoot. Ghost Arc. Already been reduced to very low health. In fact, actually dying more or less straight away. You have a Tomb Blade in the mix. This guy's lethal against all sorts of mischief and mayhem. Looters opening fire. Commanders on the flanks. Don't seem to be coming down to prevent those guys from firing. Weird boy going to be doing some shenanigans, I imagine. You have a Locust Destroyer as well. So yeah, in fact, actually, the Ork army is being absolutely wiped. There was all the Ork units, and now there's none. One Death Dread over here, just kind of chilling out. He's got bits and bobs you ain't seen. Love the voice actor for that dude. Ork War Boss in the mix. Go try and rally the lads. That's this Knob Squad. Now with 9 Power Claws. They're going to absolutely annihilate anything that they come into contact with. War being shouted out. Flash gates opening fire. And the Necron advance does seem to have been slowed down. We do have the Necron Lord throwing down some slow down boys. Juice. And he teleports away. Oh, well, that was worth the wait, to be honest. That was a really good engagement from both players. Loved the flanking that the Necrons were doing, but the Orks just had all the stuff. I mean, like I said, the knobs with all the power claws. And a Death Dread that was watching. I like to think they were still on the sidelines, cheering his lads on. That's my headcanon for that engagement. You have a Necron Monolith looking like it's ready to be done, and a Canoptic Spider. This is a devilishly tasty looking machine. Just the way it just chitters and twitches. It's always got a big old cannon on its back. God, that's terrifying. I hope no one's got arachnophobia. I do have to say, I did when the Necrons got their big update and they actually had like all the Egyptian stuff. I wasn't too keen on it at first, but it has grown on me quite considerably over the years. As I'm a little bit of personality. Not sure it needs to go so hard on the Egyptian theme, but that's fine. I'll take it. Death Dread now just riding solo. Zapped around. Kinetic Spider also getting in there as well. Ooh, what's your melee animation? I just headbutts him. Take that. How about you? Get out of my way. Look at that. Nice. Well, Death Trick goes down. So we've got extra vehicle armor. Oh, it's going to go for Stomper. And more sluggers. So infinite orcs in a few moments. You have a bigger mech shop for bigger mech things. Orcs not getting involved. He's just kind of playing with his food at this point. Optic Spider now picking up the dead and dying. God, that's so pretty. Yeah, look at that. Building up a Orphindian destroyer. What on earth are you? I mean, it looks like you're just like a regular... Oh, you're like a Wraith, but like with like more stabby bits. Yeah. Nice. What else? We've turned this from a cast to a unit display. Oh, we're going to see a Morkanort. That's exciting. I'll fast forward a little bit. With some more action while we wait for those big units to come out. Not sure if the Necrons can stop a big Stomper. Here he is, look at him. And to be honest, it's the stealthiest orc or the stealthiest orc Stomper. It is purple. It does make it a little bit more stealthy, so I imagine I'll be doing some flanking or something. And we do have a Morkanort. Yeah, look at him. Got a little shiny eye, big old gun, an apron on. Whoever thought that you'd see a giant orc wearing an apron? And what are you going for? Some immortals. Yes, that might help you, Beavis. Some tomb blades. Go on, smash into it. Do some killing, do some shooting, do some stabbing. We are also going to see a Gargant as well. So he's going to wait for all the big units to come out, I imagine. Well, he will do some commander sneaking. Blooding these obelisks. But will be... Oh, dear. Being zapped by the obelisk and stuff. Taking it down before slinking away into the shadows once again. Come on, show these boys in action. Show us the big guns. Gargant, slowly but surely coming out. This is probably the most expensive and high quality of the orc units. There we go. Stomper. Stepping forward. Oh, don't tease me. Actually, I think he's teased himself. That is quite a interestingly placed cannon, if I do say so myself. That is... I mean... I suppose he's a grower, not a shower, isn't he? That's not the longest cannon I've seen. It's no Stormhammer, is it? It's no Tank Ace from the Steel Legion. But how big are you going to be, Gargant? Huge! He's a chunky mister, isn't he? Oh, I like that. Oh, I've only just noticed, not orcs. There we go. No one will even realise that these are definitely not orcs. Not sure if the Necrons can read that. Got loads of Aphelion destroyers. Now here we go, the boys are back in town. Opening fire. Glorious. Necrons are going to move in to respond. All the explosions. A Daka line that Mork and Gork would certainly be proud of. Mork getting involved. Actually, he's having his armour reduced quite considerably. These immortals really doing the business. Tesla carbine as well. Warboss will manoeuvre around the side. Look at that, just a chubby Gargant with his big old guns. And yeah, just absolutely wiping out the Necron army. And yeah. It's an interesting game. Like I said, I wouldn't normally cast a game like that, but it was more of a unit showcase, I guess, by the end of it, which is still quite exciting, in my honest and humble opinion. But like I say, thank you ever so much for all the support and all the subscribers. We'll keep on going. We'll keep on going full speed ahead and keep up the usual content and stuff. So, yeah, thank you for coming. Mine's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never a chore. And I will see you in a bit. Peace.